everyone, this is Loveleen,
Hi, this is Nasim.
and we are doing episode or video number 3 on Wellness Wednesday because August is Wellness Month and we are celebrating wellness, self care, self love, talking about everything that we can do or we do to basically take better care of ourselves. So, today in the first two videos, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. We talked about what wellness and self care means for us. And in the second video, we shared what has been our biggest challenge to taking care of self. And today we are going to be talking about something really, really essential, which is how do we take care of ourselves? And we're going to share our own personal tips, basically things that we do, both of us, that help us take care of ourselves and yeah, love ourselves even more. So with that, I'm going to let Nasim share her tips.
Thank you. So, the way that I like to think about self-care and self-love is ensuring that I am meeting all parts of me. Like we talked about in the first video, wellness is the holistic, the whole person.
Okay.
And so we have multiple bodies. We have the physical body, the emotional, the intellectual, spiritual, and energetic. And so when I look at self-care for me, I ensure that I am touching on all those points. And I might not touch on them every day, all of them every day, but consistently that I am meeting all of those aspects. So for me, the way self-care starts at the start of my day is I make my bed. And to me, that is self-care in the sense of I am creating order in my space. And when there is integrity and order in my life and in my task, my space is clear so that I can do and feel and channel and create whatever it is that I'm doing that day or that week. And so self-care allows me in that way to build trust of myself as well in putting myself first. Other ways that I do self-care is I get Reiki done regularly because I am a Reiki practitioner, and that has been such an incredible tool for me to be able to feed my energetic and spiritual bodies. I meditate, I journal. And then I will ensure that I have some sense of movement in my day. I love being out in nature, preferably. So even if it's going for a walk or dancing around in the house, if I can't be outside, those are some of the ways that I engage in self-care. How about you, Loveleen?
First of all, I love that making bed also is self-care because that's like another incentive to make it's not like, basic thing. Yeah, even brushing our teeth is self-care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so let me ask you before I get to what I will share what I do, but how much time do you spend on these things? Like, for example, every day, or do you have some kind of you block time, or how does that work?
Initially when I first started in my self-care journey, I definitely found myself needing to block out time because it's not something that was in my regular schedule, right? It wasn't routine for me. Through the years, I've been able to let certain things go that no longer serve me and don't serve my wellness. And that has opened up space and time for me to do the other things. And so, I don't sit and meditate for an hour. There may be some times here and there, when I will, and that's when I'm needing it. But most often than not, I'm meditating maybe 5-10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. But the point for me, I have found, is being able to just be consistent in what I said that I would do, that I know is going to be nurturing for me. And so even if that walk is 10 minutes outside in the heat of Houston, right? That is something that I can feel good about, and it doesn't matter that it's not an hour long. And so it depends on each day and what I have going on and what I can fit in.
That's beautiful. It's more, sometimes we think that we need, and if you've already like reading all the tips that I've been sharing on wellness, my intention was to share things that all of us can do 10 minutes or less, because we don't need hours every day to take care of self. We could do little bites of time, chunks of time, and they're more than enough if we do them consistently and with that intention and energy and with our full presence. That's more than enough to, feed our body what it needs. So that's amazing. So for me, it's pretty much actually like a lot of things that you do. I have the same. Meditation is a really essential part of my self-care routine, and I try to most days start the day off with meditation and little yoga and movement. Basically, that's the first two things that I do in the morning. And reading really high vibe, good intellectual books is a part of self-care for me. Even if I have to read like a paragraph or two, it just I am intellectually driven, so that really feeds my soul. Walking in nature, especially in our backyard, and touching the plants, picking like veggies, like right now we're picking so many beans, so that itself, and seeing the lizards, little baby lizards jump from one leaf to another, that itself is like, it just brings me so much joy that it's that's totally self-care for me. So walking in nature and being outside, sitting, just breathing fresh air and looking at the sky, even, after especially long days, or when I have too many meetings, or, if I'm sitting on the computer a lot, then even if I go out for a few minutes and just breathe, and even if it's 100-degree hot, humid weather in Houston, that itself like resets. One more thing that I have recently added since past few months is an afternoon nap, and that's something that I used to. It was never in my system, because of course, who takes naps, and that's not like productive, of course. Right. But it totally just 20 minutes, 15 minutes of power nap in the afternoon, and then such a beautiful reset for the brain.
I am with you on that.
Yeah,
napping and rest is so underrated.
Yeah,
I don't do it enough.
Exactly. And getting good night's sleep, like 7 to 8 hours, that itself has become like, no, I need to take. And I've noticed when I don't do that, especially weekends, when we start binge watching things, like it's happening a lot these days. Like I become the person I would not want to talk to myself. Yeah, but so these are some of the things which are, and well, how can I forget my basic thing, doodling? I do. It's like, duh. So that itself is like, that's how I started realizing what self-care for me is just creative expression. And same for you, right? That was something new that you started diving into.
I did painting, pour painting, something completely new, something I never expected would be just this creative joy that has come out of me, and it's just been beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so we're almost at our timing, but we would like to hear from you. If you want to add something, Nasim, but we would like to hear what are things that you do in your life, which means self-care for you. It doesn't have to be an hour long. It could be from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, anything that you do to take care of self. That will be amazing to hear. So please feel free to share in comments below, and we look forward to hearing what you have to say. And if you haven't joined my list to get a daily dose of wellness and doodles, please do so. The link is below. So with that, we are going to wrap up our video number 3 of Wellness Wednesday, and we'll talk to you next week. All right. Bye.
Bye.